The new Valorant patch 7.04 is out, and here is what's new and has been changed. Breach, Fade, Jet, Omen, Sova, Astra, Brimstone, Gecko, Killjoy, Sky and Viper have all received multiple nerfs and huge changes. Let's have a look in game. Starting off with Breach, the Aftershock, which is this one here, has reduced from 3 ticks to 2. So 1, 2, this used to be 3, and now the damage has increased from 60 to 80 per damage. Breach's ult, as you can see, increased from 8 ultimate points to 9, making it harder. Now moving on to Brimstone. Now the only change of Brimstone, as you can clearly see, is that his ultimate points have increased from 7 to 8, which isn't much of a big change. Moving on with Fade. So Fade has not really had a major nerf, however her Prowler, which is this one here, it takes longer for you to re-equip your gun after using the ability. So if I want to use the ability and want to get my gun out, it takes a lot longer, as you could visually see, to get the gun back out in your hands. Moving on to Gecko. Alright, so with Gecko has received quite a lot of nerfs. So first one, his Marsh. The area does 10 damage per second before exploding, which is very powerful. So if I was going to use it, as you can see in the bottom left corner, I am losing multiple health and then I explode. And now Wingman, unfortunately, has received a nerf too. His HP has reduced from 100 down to 80, meaning it would take around 3 to 4 bullets to kill him instead of multiple other 6. And then also the ultimate for Gecko has been a more of a visual change. So when you use him, you'll be able to see and clearly understand the area he has affected. So you'll now be able to see the area where his ultimate hits, as if I show you right now. There's a little bit of the circle bit here, that is the area surrounding the ult after the use of where people have to be in to get caught. Which is ideal because a lot of people are confused. Moving on to Killjoy. Now the only change with Killjoy is, like Brimstone, her ultimate has changed from 8 points to 9 points. So now that it's 9 points, it's going to be even harder and we're not going to see Killjoy ults as often as we would. Moving on to Omen. So the only really change with Omen is that his Paranoia, this one here, so there is no movement velocity in party when casting, so you have no idea where it's going to move. As you can see, it's kind of spinning around a little bit, so you can't really control it. So if I go here, as you can see, it kind of spins around, which I like. Moving on to Sky. Now, Sky has also received multiple nerfs, and Sky, I reckon, is the biggest agent that's received a lot of nerfs. So her Guiding Light, which would be this one here. So now the max duration while using it has gone from 2.5 seconds to 2 seconds, meaning you have less time to move the bird around. And now her Trailblazer has reduced from 100 HP down to 80, just like Wingman, making the dog a lot easier to kill. Now last but not least, her ultimate has increased from 7 ult points to 8, and the health of the Seekers when they're out fighting, trying to find the enemy, has decreased from 150 HP down to 120. Moving on to Sova. So now Sova, this is actually kind of a big nerf, especially for intel wise. His recon bolt, which is this one here, as we all know, instead of it going from 3 scans, it's now going to be 2. 1, 2, and that would be it. Now moving on to Viper. And now the only really change with Viper is that her ultimate points have changed from 8 points to 9 points. So a lot of agents, their ults have increased in points, mainly because these ults are the most common ones seen in the Valorant server. Now moving on to Astra. So as we know, Astra's gravity wall, which would be this one here, the startup time, as you can see, has increased from 0.6 to 1.25 seconds. And the gravity time duration has been decreased from 2.7 seconds to 2 seconds. Now, her Nova Pulse has decreased from 1.25 seconds to 1 second, which is this one. And now her Cosmic Divide, which is her ult. So if I was to go use Astra's ult, as I'm the only one in the server, I'll just let you guys know. Now, instead of the audio being muffled completely, as you'd be able to hear shooting, but very muffled, it now completely cuts all audio, meaning if you use the wall for plant, you won't be able to know when they're defusing or if you're pushing it to side. Moving on now to not least, Jets. Now to all the Jet mains out there, I'm pretty sure Valorant is sorry, but not sorry at the same time. Jet has received a massive nerf, starting with her Trailwind, which as all we know is this one here. First of all, her dash window has changed from 12 seconds to 7.5 seconds. meaning if you want to use her dash, you need to use it. And her activation windup has increased from 0.75 seconds to 1 second, meaning it takes longer to activate the dash, meaning if you get caught off guard, it's a higher chance that you're going to escape. Now her cloud burst has decreased from 4.5 seconds to 2.5 seconds, meaning you won't be able to half spike. And the time to equip the gun is slightly longer after using the ability, as we can see here, just a little bit longer. Also, her updraft, as you can clearly see on the bottom, went from 2 to just 1. And last but not least, her points have went from 7 ult points now to 8. Just like most of the other agents have received a nerf. Also, as we know, Pearl and Fracture have both been removed from the competitive and unrated pool. Finally. Now with this change, Breeze has been introduced back into the pool with some new changes. As on screen now, these changes have taken place. In mid-pillar, just to the left side, has been closed off with boxes added, and in mid-cubby, the blocked off area is now just a little corner. On B, small parts have been added and removed. As the wall here and at back of site, they have removed the stairs and made it a solid wall. A huge change is the blocked off wall with a fence. They adjusted mid-side doors with boxed and a fully open door instead of a half open door. And also cave has been completely changed with only one way to enter, now making it wider and deeper. And shop has been opened wider, of course, with the new cave change. On A site, the pyramids have been made taller with pictures on the sides to call out new callouts, aka shrimp and crab, instead of what we used to call them, left boob, right boob. With this, of course, they have introduced the new map Sunsets, which is an amazing map and is fun to play on. They have introduced the map's own game mode so you can queue on the map to enjoy it and to get ready for it to be introduced into the comp pool in around a week's time from now. Other than that, the new bundle is out and I might be doing a giveaway on it, so join my Discord down below in the description to keep an eye out on that. And the last couple changes are that Premier is back and they have introduced ranks, as you can now see on screen. So now the Premier Division icons will look like this, and then we start with Unknown, Open, Intermediate, Advanced, Elite, and Contender. This is a pretty cool change. And last but not least, the other couple of changes are mainly UI changes and player behavior changes, and you can go read all of that on the Valorant forums in the description below. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. Thank you guys for watching today's update video, and more updates will be out in the future just like this one. And if you want to read up on more, link down below in the description, and join my Discord on future updates on the channel, content, giveaway, and live streams. Anyways, make sure to drop a sub, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.